Hey, what up? What is up? What is good, everyone? Thank y'all for hanging out. Another hour-long queue. Worth it, though. And we're pushing through the MSQ. I really want to see how Summoner is. Hold up. You see before you a mammoth most striking, and you can see why its owner is so taken with it. Return it before you're unable to resist the compulsion to keep it for yourself. Is that Alizé? Or Alpha Node? Levier estate, huh? Yeah, I keep checking the map like a idiot. Let's go see what this strange creature's all about. Look at that little thing. That's pretty cute. This seems to be the creature you are looking for. When you attempt to pick it up, it squeals harshly, but it seems more than willing to follow behind you. The strange creature, okay. Here we go, back. Where am I supposed to go? Frame rate seems to drop when I spin the camera as well as walk around. Seems to be fine if I'm going straight. Can I do other things while I'm walking with my dude? You spy an envelope on the ground covered in ash. Upon closer inspection, you realize the ash spells out a message. To the kind soul who finds this missive, pray deliver this letter to the unassuming Makote scholar. who can usually be found sequestered in a quiet corner of the confluence. Many thanks. Welcome back, my adventurous assistant. I take it the crystals were delivered without incident? I see. Kekimo can scarcely get through a single conversation without giving her unwanted advice. No matter, when my robes are chosen, I wager she'll treat me with the respect that I deserve. Functionally, it appears that I'm on the right track. Now I must refine the design, so that when the members of the forum behold it, they can think of nothing else but to wear them for years to come. Of course, I didn't mean to leave your coin purse empty after all this. Return to where we first met. I shall bring you your reward. Cool. Give me some. Give me some. Gizzle. Some glizzies. Oh, there you are. You found the creature? I'm going too slow. I could have sworn there was only one in the crate. Perhaps I was mistaken? Oh, hold up. Well, what harm could another do? All the more for us to study. I had very nearly feared I could be a... Oh my god. I feel like I just had a stroke. I couldn't even read. Let's get this XP! I feel like I'm going to retire Kefka here. I'm going to pop another minion. What up, C? What up? Oh look, right on time. Brickman from Dragon Quest, right? Right? Looks like a fucking golem. True. How did the old box store treat you today, homie? Yeah, we got a little black mage just chilling. I'm rocking the black mage right now. Just great. Did 2 hours of overtime. I'm going to do 3 more tomorrow. You, sir, are absolute mad lad. This is her, my enchanting mammoth. Not a single scratch upon her beautiful visage. Words cannot express how happy you've made me. I've commissioned this masterpiece from a gleaner and had it modeled after the woman who has captured my heart from afar. With the aid of a tome written by Archmagus Khan, I constructed my own device to control it remotely. However, it seems there are some kinks to be hammered out. Hold up. Hey, yo! Alas, a heart in rapture is prone to such mistakes. Details are easy to overlook when the whole world is your oyster. I must clear my head and redouble my efforts. Thank you once again for your help today. We won't soon forget you. I got me some salad. Oh shit, say that one more time, hold on. I completely missed it. I'll jump into the chat. It's showing up my last stream. Oh, it won't pop up anyway. Type that thing out one more time for me, because I missed it. Apologies that I could not give you more than this, but you understand that the life of a student isn't one of luxury. When my name is heralded through the halls of the studium, however, I'll be certain to share with you the windfall that will surely come my way. Until then, I said don't kink shame. Ha! We don't kink shame in this house. Ah, there's my bushy-tailed student. Was the experiment to your liking? Children are ever so fond of explosions. Your payment? Oh, yes, of course. Besides, whatever knowledge you've gained today, free of charge, mind you, take this. And of course, you are always welcome to join us after I've revised my lesson plan. Yeah, give me that. Going into our inventory. Pop in the coffer. We're going to sort it for everything for good measure because I'm neurotic. We're going to go into the character. We're going to go to the recommended gear. We're going to auto-equip the pewter ring of fending. So now I got to rematerialize all my ish still. Hold up, Black Mage looking like XiV right here. Boop, 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 boop. Look at my man just bopping. He's rocking out. Yeah, I'm rocking with you. Yeah. Alright, enough of that. Let's keep it moving. I had to get rid of him. He was blowing up my spot. Level 80. I am level 80. Hold up, wait a minute. This looks like... Holy shit. It's Metal Gear Solid 4. The metaverse is real. Numenon. We now know how to say that word, Numenon. Hold on. Let's try and figure out what this one is. Isilswizzis. Izilwillis. Ah, I've seen you around Nomenon as of late. You're the adventurer, yes? I've been meaning to seek you out. I believe I have a task rather suited. Patty, what up? We got 4 people in here. That's big. That really means a lot to me. It doesn't take much. Hanging out with Chris. We're trying to pronounce this name. Issawisawis. Looking for group. No fucking way. Are you ribbing me? Because I'll drop everything and run a dungeon with you. We've recently added a set of volumes procured from the Great Gubal Library to our collection, but no sooner did we set them in the stacks than did a student handle them without taking the proper precautions. A spell was activated that apparently was meant to prevent the theft, causing all 5 of them to go scurrying. Yes, scurrying, off to God's nowhere. Ying. Hi, Pat. They are quite ornery in their current state, and I'm afraid few of us are suited for combat. For you, however, books should be a simple enemy to best, if it comes to that. As I've said before, 5 volumes are sulking about at present. I've prepared a solution that should calm their rage somewhat, but they may require a few knocks on the spine before you can carry them safely. Would you be so kind as to collect them for us? Christmas is going to fucking rule. Thank you and Godspeed. Patty's not in the holiday spirit, even though I did offer to put an entire candy cane in his wiener hole. I need to get the hell up out of there. Pat, I mean, look at the menagerie over here. Look at the tree. Look at the pine. Look at the pine flavored, smell good. Do you know urethral suppositories are a thing? I do now. This game looks gorgeous on PS5. Yeah, it do. Yeah, it do, though. And the frame rate, woo, boy. It's pretty hot. And photo mode's dope, too. I really like doing like the camera position, the POV. You can do a whole bunch of ish. But enough of that. What was I doing? I know Christmas is sneaking up on us. But it'll be the bee's knees, I promise. I knocked it out of the park for everyone this year. Bro, I don't have a job. I'm only buying shit for 2 people. The book is chomping at the air, as if to ward off anyone coming too close. Use the powder to put it to sleep, but watch your fingers. You got it. If you could see right over there, those are literally all the gifts that I'm probably going to get. I should probably make one last run at it. If anything pops up on Amazon that looks good. I shot for like 12 people. That's because you are an absolute king. You are socialism, which is a good thing. Psych, I don't even know what socialism is. It's capitalism with extra consonants. Ignore me. Ying loves Christmas like I love Poppy. Oh, no shit. Okay. That's a deep appreciation for Christmas then. It's true. The book is chomping at the air, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm having a good Christmas. I've been working a lot, but I make myself do this. I've done this every night. I've hung out with you every night, Chris, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But do you see my new Christmas shirt? Did you see my Toys for Thoughts shirt? I had Tara make that. Ying loves Xmas like Diaz loves thoughts. I don't love these thoughts. We don't love them hoes. Yes, sir. Nice shit. Such good shit. It's like, so what's your gimmick, bro? I'm misogynistic as fuck, man. That's heat, brother. I bet you that the other book is over there. When do you think we can run on Halo again? And don't say right now because it's Final Fantasy 14 time. I'll be free tomorrow around noon. It's a date. Yeah, it's. I totally forgot that I was supposed to do more vignette recordings at the school before training. Then I stuck around for more training. And then I ate an entire pizza. I got this McFoley shirt, kind of a take on Cactus Jack, wanted dead shirt, but he's dressed like Santa. You know who also likes, nice. You know who also loves Christmas? Mick Foley loves Christmas. Fiesta playlist is back in Halo. He's got Christmas room in his house. That's dedication. Now, what is Fiesta? Because I saw that online and I was confused because I'm such a Halo noob. You were looking for me? I suspect I spend too much time in this corner of the confluence. If someone I've never met knows to find me here. A letter. If you don't mind me asking, can you tell me where you found this? Respawn with random weapons. Oh, good. Oh, good. Because I was kind of... I was wishing that there was... Well, the Cinder Shot is my favorite, actually, now I'm thinking about it. So that just means more chances for me to pop that. And you know what? See, I was just thinking about it. Like, if you had a Christmas room in your house, wouldn't that kind of cheapen the feel of Christmas when it does come around? If you have, like, 365. I think... What I like the most about Christmas is because it's a snapshot of my life as it's gone through the years. And I can always think back to where I was and what I was doing during that course of time during Christmas. Or what games I've been playing during Christmas times. The place where you chance upon this is one of dubious prominence. Students are confined there as punishment for recalcitrant behavior. Ying, download Halo on your laptop. Yeah, do that. I believe I recognize the hand which penned this message. The student is an acquaintance of mine, although that might be a rather generous term. Several days ago, he was confined there for concocting an explosive alchemical compound and using it to surprise his teachers. You're not my real dad. You can't tell me what to do. Ha! I don't know. He is daddy. Patty is daddy. His little stunt ended with half the gardens in the teacher's quarters in ashes. And it seems he put more effort into writing a message to his would-be courier than to his letter's recipient. Bring me the food and the candle. I see. I will soon. It's real easy. And then Discord. That boorish lout. Serves him right being locked up in that room. Going to bed, Night Kings. Night Patty, thanks for hanging out, man. Really cool seeing you. Glad you're feeling better. As you can doubtless surmise, our relationship is somewhat strained, and I apologize for making you party to it. But what's done is done, and now I would ask a favor of you myself. She do be studying the arcane. True magic. Could you procure a candle from... here we go. Tofwib at the Agora. Kiraga and Suna. I shall prepare the food this fool has requested, much as I would rather not. When you are done, pray meet me at the spot where you found the letter. Alright, I completely got sidetracked because we were talking about the healing properties of boobs, so, we're gonna keep it going. A candle, you say? Why, of course. Here, take this. Please inform the requesting student that he can pay at their leisure. Yeah. See this? See this shit? Immersion ruined. Moogle slippers, Santa Claus suit, pumpkin head. I'm pumped, dude. Darren's gift might actually show up before I see him next. I would dare ask what it is, but I don't want him to be spoiled. We got little buckets of goldfish here? What? Aw. And we got a dog. We got a dog. What the dog doing? And a cat and a Tonberry. There he is. The Tonberry. Remember this guy? Wind up Tonberry. Remember this dude? Yeah, he sucks, man. Alright, we're keeping it moving. He doesn't watch this that I'm aware of. That said, I'm super glad I didn't spoil Pat's gift. Well, it's crazy. I got a buddy of mine that always used to watch my video on demand, my VODs of my Final Fantasy VI streams. He would literally listen to them while at work, or have it on in the background. There you are. Were you able to acquire the candle? Yes, this shall do. Once again, I must apologize for sending you to and fro, but the sooner this matter is concluded, the better off we both shall be. I suppose since you are from a foreign land, you are unaware of what this candle represents. There is a reason that scoundrel requested a candle of this type. Long ago, one of the students confined within these rooms spent his days unraveling some of the most troublesome mathematical problems of the time. With nothing to distract his attention, he was quite successful. He wrote the equations on his wall with the blackened ends of his spent candles. When the professors saw what he had done, well, they were too impressed to be angry. Doubtless that idiot means to make his own mark, as many delinquent students have attempted to since. The professors will turn a blind eye to his vandalism. To be sure, they would not let rules impede discovery. Any road, I will deliver these to him. Perhaps some good can come of his selfish request. Here, take this for your troubles. I pray there are no more. So I got during an official CM Punk face mask. Nice. Yeah, that'll be an event if you can get it here before Christmas. I'm sure it's really popular. Did you manage to collect the books? I hope they didn't have you running about for too long. Ah, yes, this is all of them. Thank you, adventurer. These are quite the precious finds, and it wouldn't have been the same if they jumped off a cliff or somewhere else equally as precarious. I see among them was a restricted tomb. I'll have word with the student whose recklessness caused this whole incident. Although he has been chastised plenty already, you can be sure. Unfortunately, this incident isn't the first of its kind. Books protected by this manner of ward must only be handled with gloves woven from the self-same grass. The original plan was to FU the Friendsmas thing this Saturday, but Pat's wife has this mandatory holiday party to go at work, so that's out. If it ends up being next week, that'll make it more likely to show up on time. Okay. So it kind of lines up. You just gotta play it by ear. If we don't take such measures, the books will crumble from age and the elements within a few generations. It's one of the very first lessons we teach students, but there's one almost every year who fails to listen. Ding, bing bong. Bing bong, Divine Mastery, Magic Mastery 2, Malay Mastery. Let's follow that. Let's take a look-see. Baby, let's go. Divine Magic Mastery adds healing effect to Holy Spirit and Holy Circle. You're goddamn right it does, because I'm a goddamn paladin. Malay Mastery, let's go. Increases the potency of Fast Blade to 200, Riot Blade to 170, Royal Authority to 130, Holy Spirit to 270, and Atonement to 420. Blaze it, let's go. What's Atonement? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I just got pretty buffed up on my ish. I've always loved Christmas, but since my nephews were born, I've loved it even more. The look of joy in their faces when they open my presents is worth the cost alone. Glad to hear that. You got the real Christmas spirit flowing, doing the good Christmas thing. All right, so we're going to the Baldestian Annex now. Alright, I think I got everything done except for the main scenario quest, so let's go. Yeah, Pat can't be here for the story beats. Graha, let's go. Oh, he's playing this too? Oh my god, yeah. He started all the way back in The Realm Reborn 10 years ago. As expected, the news of the warding scales have met with much joy. Preparations now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Ariosia and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our position to Limsa Lominsa. So the time has come for us to go on the offensive. It's too early to say for certain, but that does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan, but let us see what awaits us in Verbrand. Let us start by getting the scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Estinian? I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. We are also 2 feet tall. I shouldn't complain though. Vitra and the alchemist of the great work put their heart and soul into each one of these scales, so you must treat them with the utmost care. Are you not coming with us? As much as I would like to escape the Forum's watchful gaze, I've little choice but to stay behind. We're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as our official representative, were found to be consorting with foreign powers, well, you can imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I await word from Master Montoya and our other allies. With luck, we'll soon have good news of our own to share. The tide is about to turn. I can feel it. To Limsa Lominsa. Yeah, him and Jess were playing this. The free version goes all the way up to Heaven's Ward. And then you've got Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and then Endwalker, which is what I'm playing right now. It is a lot of game. Oh, we're going back to Limsa Lominsa. I was told to expect you. As you may or may not be aware, the Admiral is at present entertaining the Elder Seedseer and the Sultana, 3 of the most powerful women in the world in one room. Do you need a moment to prepare, or shall I show you to them? Oh boy, we're gonna have a huge... I had to get my drink. Get ready for this. My apologies for calling you away from Charlayan at such short notice. On the contrary, we're honored and grateful, and pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. 'Twas only right that this discussion be conducted in person. We are locked in a war of attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers, and it's only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action, and we have taken the initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn we're all in accord. But might I ask what your plan entails? It hinges entirely on the wording scales and our ability to utilize their potential to the fullest. During your time in Charlayan, the Allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts, with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge in abductions of kobolds, Sagan, Exile, and Antana have been giving rise to an increased number of primals as well. But your triumphant Rad-Atan has given us cause to hope once more. Time has come to free ourselves of this menace. And it is you, the Science of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Talafari at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike at the enemy's heart, Garlemald. These brave few will be the Ilzabard something. To think such progress have been made in so short a span. Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered, robbed of their free will. They serve the Talafari's every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for strategic or political gain, but because it is the right thing to do. I do not ask that we set aside the decades of conflict and conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget. I ask only that in choosing to remember, we do not also forsake our compassion and mortality, for without that there could be no reconciliation, only death without end. On that we can all agree. Our second objective is the colossal tower that Thancred and Urianger observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there's reason to believe the smaller spires are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Until the Tower of Zot was toppled, we failed to make any headway. Though the same could be said of the Telophori, there's certainly no rush to press further into our lands. I wager the Spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied while they work towards our annihilation. This would appear to be substantiated by Ystola's analysis of the tower's influence on ethereal currents. Based on her observations inside the Tower of Zot, the Spires siphon ether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw forth far more than is required for this task alone. The excess of ether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure it's not being harnessed for our benefit. It wouldn't surprise me in the least that it was being redirected to the larger spire in the capital. There's a logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, we'll bring their schemes crashing down, along with their infernal towers. Well, that's all well and good, but what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales and being on our way. We want you and your scales to join the Isabald contingent. Consider it an official request, both from the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Perhaps you should be the one to answer that. Of course! Of course we are. For honor and glory, for the people of Garlemald, for revenge against the Telophori. Couldn't have put it better myself. Ystola, Thancred, and Urianger have already pledged their support and are on their way to meet the rest of the contingent. They were positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, their prediction was correct. Once you have delivered the warding scales to Alamigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Islabard. Rabadon and Lord Amaric are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival. Pack warm clothing, furs, and the like. Without it, the cold will do you in before the Telophori so much as draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. You're not the only ones who can create a diversion. Now go, safe in the knowledge that Eorzea will be as you left it. Something, something, something. We killing God again, boys. That's a nice looking hammer. No, wait, that's a sickle. Right? Yeah. Damn, that looks cool. Let's go. Let's go to Galbania. Let's go. Hold up, I can fly. I always forget that I can fly in these old badges. Fralabago! Rabadon. Ah, the Wanderers return. You've been busy bringing down a tower and producing the keys to destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Those warding scales of yours are what's made this whole venture possible. Will you and Lord Amaric be leading the contingent? Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into a cohesive unit. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to our respective posts. We dare not neglect our duties for too long, lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. And just between us, there was a fair amount of opposition to the formation of the XiV contingent. Its very suggestion that we send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid unto the Guardians had made me rather unpopular in certain quarters. Yikes! Lots of words. Sorry. Can't please them all. Sadly not, though I do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be by your side, charging into the fray. Alas, I've battles of my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade. I hate to say it, but Lord Amaric's struggle mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peace of mind from knowing that Eorzea is in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in XiV, I and other commanders will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our cause is just. Thank you, both of you. We meet again. Oh, who is it? Oh, shit. Hold up. Much has occurred since we parted ways in world. From what I gather, the protective talismans you've obtained led to the formation of this words. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, that being the information I've shared with Maxima. For the sake of the people of Garlemald, may the fates be on your side. So you're not coming with us. Strange. I thought you'd had a stake in this. I do. The Lafri have laid waste to my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mote of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would make place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varus and plunging Garlemald into chaos. Were I to travel with the XiV contingent, it would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversely, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of a former legatus and attempt to raise me to a position of leadership, further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Whether I'm branded a villain or hailed as a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. We will deliver your people from harm in your stead. I doubt they'll be pleased to see the champion Eorzea set foot on Garlean soil. I understand. Wealth is in your hands. We're gonna be empathetic, because this dude be hard on himself sometimes. And I will defend it to my dying breath. After the sacrifices my sons and daughters made, I can do no less. I and the government of World intend to offer refuge to those fleeing Garlemald. Should that time come, we'll be ready. In light of Gaius's rather unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I will stop at nothing to protect her and her people. Well said. Might I ask you to escort blah 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 words? I went real slow for a second. You might even bump into an old acquaintance or two. And if I don't see you again, you depart. May the Fury guide and protect you. All of you. Yeah. New chest piece hype. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Inventory. Pew chest pop, 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 pop. Let's go. Pop. Hi, Durham. Durham, that drip. Boy, that drip. Oh, hold up. We can have a visor up? Yeah, let's do that. Look at my man's right here. Looking like a real gladiator. Damn. Pop, pop. Looking real sassy there. Real sassy pants. Alright, enough of that. Let's keep it moving. Maxima would have you meet your new traveling companions. The other members of the XiV contingent are gathered in the royal palace. I shall inform them of your arrival, so please make your way inside as soon as you're ready. The remaining members of the Scions, your friends and most of the Islabard contingent await you within. Would you like me to see you through? Yes. We're plowing through this MSQ.
By the 12.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald. Much rides on the efforts of the Islabard contingent.
Indeed, which is why I am glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Lucia.
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention. Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must. I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer. We shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort. Of course, with an experienced white mage such as yourself accompanying us as well, those requiring more involved treatment will be in safe hands. Raya O sends her regards, by the way.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Wait, I know you.
I don't.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten. Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hillfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me. Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughingstock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but the promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do. Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest. If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Tarapin and I will be leading from the front.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the Avatar of Destruction. With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa. There is another awaiting introduction.
Lord Emanolaine!
Ah, yes. Emanolaine de Forton, at your service. Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
Let's be positive. We don't kink shame.
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honoroa with my tales of daring-do.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea. Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Would that be the shinobi of Doma?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Ah, haha, okay. Stormblood hype.
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as the steppe is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. But now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy!
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Gaius bloody Baelsar himself is working to help rebuild Werlid, a nation he once conquered. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
We're rallied as fuck right now.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garland Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us, so it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
I'm going to an entire other world, dude. Like, this ain't nothing. Look at all these characters. God damn. There's a lot of shit going on right here. Besides the delegates assembled here, the Amaja and several other tribes offered to send troops of their own. Unfortunately, due to their physiology, many would struggle simply to survive in the harsh climate of Islabard. They would also likely prove tempting targets for abduction by the Telafari. All things considered, they can better aid the cause by bolstering our defenses in the Orsia. Their eagerness to do more has been noted. We few shall have to suffice. Ere we embark, we must distribute the warning scales to our comrades. Care to do the honors? Warning scales for the Ishgarian delegation, I take it? Many thanks. These talismans may prove to be the deciding factor in battles to come. I find myself conflicted by this foray into Garlemald, sent by the Empire to infiltrate Ishgard, only to throw in my lot with those whose secrets I was supposed to be stealing. And now I lead a mission to save the countrymen I betrayed. But that is doubtless why I was chosen by Lord Emmerich. He would have me put my extensive knowledge and former ties to good use. I will not disappoint him. For the future of Isgard, Garlemald, and the world at large, I will lead us to victory. That a set of warding scales I spy? Not that I would know what they look like. Wow, look at these. Even a layman like me can tell they're bursting with ether. All the better to fend off the tempering waves? Is that the right term? Anyway, these give us one less thing to worry about, which just leaves the other mountain of whatever else is waiting for us in Garlemald. Only one way to find out, eh? And nervous or not, I'd march through all 7 hells if it gave me a chance to put Xenos back in the grave where he belongs. I heard you got something for us. The scales everyone's been talking about. Pretty little things, ain't they? Reckon they'd be worth a gill or two when this is all over, but we'll hold on to them for now. And one more thing. I know what you're all thinking. Why didn't they send Ienziar instead? Buggered if I know. All the Admiral and Captain Hilfer told me was that they needed someone to help safeguard the future, and here I am. Can't say they haven't got a sense of humor. Of course, some of you might be wondering what good a pirate is on dry land, in the middle of the sodden snow of all places. Well, me and my crew do whatever needs doing. So let's set sail, or however the saying goes on airships. Yes. So these are the famed warding scales. Enough for me and my master. I myself am especially grateful for this opportunity to visit distant lands. I wish to follow in the footsteps of Master Atoya and learn all that there is to learn of this star we call home. Indeed, that is the primary reason I volunteered to join the expedition, to journey outside the Twelves Wood, much less enter into an imperial territory. Is a rare privilege afforded a Pajal. Not that I'm tagging along to see the sights. The Garleans would benefit from my healing magics, as would our comrades, should fighting break out. We heard it would be cold in Garlemald, so we came prepared. Oh, the talismans. We are to keep these close at all times, yes? I will see that no one misplaces theirs. And before I forget, I have messages from Hein. In distant lands, in times of strife, together stand, together fight. In darkness shines the light of life. I hope I have done his words justice. Doma, like much of Othard, has been plagued by the towers. Yet while he could not be here, he wishes to express his shared conviction. Hein and Yaguri labor without rest to unite the people, and with their aid will we keep the enemy at bay. And we of the Steppe and the Eastern Alliance will repay their efforts by ending this war. Whew! Have you a warding scale for me too? Thank you for this, and for going to such incredible lengths for the sake of my people. Though I have little to offer in return, I would impart some advice, if I may. You've been told by many to wear the cold of Islabard. I cannot stress enough that this is no token warning. I'll be distributing specially made warming tinctures, courtesy of the Alchemist Guild, but understand they are no substitute for proper protection. I leave the provisioning of said protection to your discretion. Now let us proceed to the Alamegan Quarter. While you make your final preparations, I'll have the pilots ready for the airships. Whew! Boy! That was a lot of like, let's go! We are getting ready to go. I need to just chill out right here. This will do. We got a bunch of rah-rah. Everybody get new outfits. New outfit hype. Yeah, that was a lot of words. Essentially, the cat boy with the red hair and the glowing rod in the Shadowbringers expansion. North Sea Coast. Essentially, Final Fantasy XIV also has a multiverse, but it's called Reflections, and they essentially reflect all of the other Final Fantasy games. So, like, for an example, this is the 14th reflection, and in the last expansion we went to the first, and each reflection of the shard or multiverse, they have had end of the world calamities due to an overabundance of a certain type of ethereal element. So in Shadowbringers, the world was plunged into a flood of light, which meant the light aspect of ether in that world, in that reflection, in that shard, caused the sun to be the forever daytime. And you brought darkness and nighttime to that world when you were transported to that world by Raha. Yeah, it's kind of intense. That's what they meant. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Hold up. I had to be prepared for this. In addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out of the game, its progress will be lost. Frosty reception, let's go!
Ilsabad, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly? On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius, the winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps.
Damn, everybody's strip is like ridiculous.
But there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus' death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into 2 groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies. As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Damn, Thancred's trip is like ridiculous.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Ishtola always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right. Once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's Magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. A blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Oh, don't say that. That's when it won't happen.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
Oh yeah! Let's see what we got here. Throws a bomb that confuses the sense of guard dogs, neutralizing them. Has no effect on Imperial soldiers or Magitech weaponry. Swift Deception masks your presence, making it impossible for most enemies to detect you. And increases movement speed, cannot be cast while in combat. While hidden, delivers an attack that neutralizes Imperial soldiers, but when target is Magitech weaponry or a guard dog, it delivers an attack with a potency of 100. Can only be executed under the effect of Swift Deception. Okay. Solid Barrel Combo. Executes the following actions in succession. Keen Edge, Brutal Shell, Solid Barrel. If any of the actions are not ready, the combo will start again. Nebula. Reduces damage taken by 30. Okay. Assuming there is nothing else you wish to confirm, we may commence the mission as soon as you're ready. What will you do? In the coming battle you will fight as Thancred. You'll have two objectives. Place explosives on the Imperial Magitech. Deactivate the frontline Magitech units via the control terminal. If the guards detect and pursue you, enemy forces will become more aware of the threat you pose, as indicated by the threat awareness gauge. The gauge will gradually fill until you defeat all alerted enemies. If the gauge is completely filled, the guards will call for reinforcements and the mission will end in failure. Use Swift Deception to avoid detection as you go about completing your objectives. Which is turning into Metal Gear now. Success in this mission hinges on the following points. Liquid! Swift Deception renders Thancred invisible and increases his movement speed. While active, enemy soldiers and magic will be unable to perceive Thancred's presence, even if they're within close proximity. However, it has no effect on guard dogs' acute sense of smell, and they will be able to detect Thancred regardless. Moreover, this action can only be used outside of combat. It will also be unavailable when Thancred attempts to deactivate Magitech fields or execute certain other actions. Thancred's silent takedown will instantly render a soldier unconscious. It can only be used while Swift Deception is in effect. Just like Ninja, I got it. Though it cannot be used on Magitech or guard dogs, utilizing silent takedown whenever possible is essential in clearing a path to your objectives. As guard dogs can detect Thancred even when Swift Deception is active, you can instead use a Bewilderment Bomb to distract them and sneak past unnoticed. Conversely, Bewilderment Bombs have no effect on Magitech or soldiers, so take care to choose the right tool for the situation. Okay. Sounds like fun, actually. Alright, that's a lot of reading. Let's do the thing.
Keep your wits about you.
It's time. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
Ha! Nice. Uh-oh.
Must be losing my touch.
Oh, I like that. The 1, 2, 3 combos just on one button. Wow.
Must be losing my touch.
Where's the dogs? Oh. What's the dog doing? I need to pay attention. I can't lean back for this.
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
Yeah, there we go. Ah, shit.
Must be losing my touch. Seven hells.
Will I make it? Probably not. Come on, 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 come on. Okay, okay. How do I do that? I think I did it.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
The blizzard's beginning to clear. The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but... Wait! Something's coming!
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Fighters! Protect the others!
Yeah, it does. This song does fucking slap. We're just rocking out.
Stay alert. Keep the carriages safe.
We're fighting the same Magitech armors that you see in Final Fantasy VI. That's where these Trellotech Reapers are from. That's Magitech right there. All this. Remember when I was fighting the Empire on Mount Zozo? I was going down the mountain. And the dogs too. This is all Final Fantasy VI right here. Yep, these are the exact same mobs. The Sky Armor, that's the exact same one.
A fine display, but the other carriages are still in danger. Go on ahead. We'll hold the line.
I've been itching for a good scrap.
That was close, right?
You all right back there? We're fine. I'm ready for more. to the front and turn the tide.
Let's go.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
That I did.
Oh shit, there he is.
That's Vigilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them!
I was wondering when you'd turn up. There's no stopping us now. Come on, let's show them what we're made of.
All right, let's go.
Forward!
Right! Let them have it!
That's a lot of mobs. Uh-oh. Ooh. Look at that. Yeah, it's about time to showing off our tricks. That's like, we're the badasses.
That's her! Vigilia!
Do not fall behind!
Oh yeah, this also heals me now, I guess. What the hell is that?
Is everyone all right?
I could pop one more off, maybe. Nope. I have no idea what's going on right now.
Tremble before the sun!
Was that good? All right. We did it. Good job.
The worthy adversary! Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again, to the death!
Sadu Hatun!
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan? Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain. "800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi, after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth. Freezing, hungry, desperate, hated. The chosen forsaken. In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed, bitterly so.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
Camp Broken Glass, okay. We're going to attune. When I'm sitting in the sofa to play, I start getting sleepy. At least when I'm sitting here, I have better posture.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city. For therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rhine. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
I love ice fields. I love ice fields. Oh wait, no I don't.
This too is a vital task, and I appreciate your willingness to see it done. Rest assured that a serving of hot soup will be waiting for you.
Man, first you coerced me with some hot coffee, and now
You
some
all
hot
have your
soup.
duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
We got quests. I just really want to see what's going on with my summoner now. Oh my god! Look at that toolbar, it's all gone. It's all gone, man. Ruin. I got that. Summon Carbuncle. Summons Carbuncle to your side. Summon Topaz. Glebshire. Gemshire. Oh, holy shit. Sorry. Channel the energies of your active elemental attunement to attack your enemy. Deal fire damage to a single. Summon Ruby, summon Topaz, summon Carbuncle, summon Emerald. Okay, so I'm going to have all three of these just chilling. I think. Yeah, so Carbuncle. Alright, all my Carbuncles are here. Summon Carbuncle, Ifrit, Titan, Garuda. Summon Bahamut. Oh, I got 2 Summon Bahamuts now. Whew. Okay, so hold up. Can I... Oh, no. Okay. Summons Ifrit, Iggy, and orders it to execute Inferno. Rushes forward and deals fire damage to all enemies. Grants 2 stacks of fire attunement. What? Okay, so... this is gonna be crazy. What about Gemshot? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. What's Ether Charge? Increasing the potency of Ruin 2. 15 outputs. Yeah, I'm kind of confused here. This is all way too much. Damn, you got me. Got him. Ooh, ammo. True. Alright, screw it. This is the setup. This is the play. Don't need that. I do need all this, the summons, I think. There's my carbunky. Cannot use yet. Why not? Can only be executed under the effect of Tobaz Arcanium when carbuncle is summoned. What? I'm gonna kill things. I want to kill things. Kill all the things. That's the plan. That was fun. One is an AoE and the other is a single. Let's see here, Topaz, right? Okay, Topaz Disaster looks like it's something. Alright. Summoner doing it for me. Let's see if we can level you up a little bit. Yeah, Summoner's kind of badass right now. I like what they're doing. Let's see here. Gem Shine. Channel the energy of your active element to attack your enemy. Precious Brilliance. Okay, okay. So the one is single, and the other is area of effect. Energy Siphon. I'm like kicking ass as the summoner right now. Still trying to figure out. I better run away. Damn it. Yeah. Man, I'm far away. Very, very far away. But I use this to my advantage. Just XP a little bit in the Baja front. Yeah, ain't nobody here. Ain't nobody here. Let's get our 80 summon weapon though. Spiritus. I ain't got that. Man, this is a lot. Let's see what I got. Increases physical defense by 180, magic defense by 54, and maximum HP by 72. What's Zadnor? I completely forgot. I should honestly just go to... Yeah, really. I'll just do some fates. Look at that big old thing. Hell yeah. But I need, Ruin. Ruin 2, Ruin 4. Oh, there it is. Right? Man, I'm just killing these dudes. Summoner is pretty OP right now. I need to turn my camera off so I can see the chat.
Okay, so... Okay, so what is radiant?